Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to a new video. Today we're gonna try a couple of different things. I'm gonna try a new format on my videos, so make sure that if you like the new format, make sure to like, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do if you find this content useful. And I'm also practicing with a new work method, and this is a method that I want to start using more often. I started this project with a couple of silhouettes. I wanted to make something like a castle of some sort, and instead of just sketching straight away and designing it in a sketch, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna do a couple of silhouettes, and that way I have some inspiration to draw from. And these are really fast to make, so you see me doing them. And after that, I'm gonna pick a couple of them, and I'm gonna make a couple of sketches with the IDs I generated in the silhouettes. And from the sketches, I refined two of them to really rough painting. So it's just for me to sort of get a hang of this new method, and you can try this method out. It's really, I found it really interesting because it's really fast, and you don't really have to worry about the details within the silhouettes. You see me messing with Photoshop there. So yeah, I would say try it out for yourself and see what you can do with it. I think I learned quite a bit, although the end result is still really rough. I'm not sure if I'm gonna finish it, but I kind of want to do this more often with different subject matters. I'm also gonna try a new format in my video. I'm gonna talk a little bit about what I'm doing, and then I'm gonna speed up process even further, so that you can see the really important bits and the bits where I talk about what I'm doing here. So enjoy me creating a couple of quick silhouettes, and I'll see you back when we start the sketching. So here we are, starting with a couple of sketches. I made a quick selection with from the silhouettes. You saw me draw a circle around the numbers, and I painted or sketched a couple of boxes in which I can do some rough sketches, and put these silhouettes next to them, so that I can draw inspiration from that and use those silhouettes to hopefully design the sketches that I want. I am gonna make, I think, 12 sketches if I recall correctly. Yeah, 4 times no, 8. 4 times 2 is 8, of course. So I'm gonna quickly make 8 sketches, and from those 8 I'm gonna pick two different designs, and I'm gonna make those into a somewhat refined painting. I'm still working on an A3 paper. So I just selected, with the new file, I selected International Paper A3. Usually I'm making a sort of custom canvas with movie aspect ratio, so that's 239 to 1, I think, something around it. But now I just created the boxes in that aspect ratio, and using those boxes. And normally I'm also using a somewhat bigger black border around it, but none of that this time, so you can actually see the sketches bleed through a little bit, but that's okay. So we're quickly sketching here. I'm gonna speed up the sketching process, and I'll see you back when start the painting process. Here we are starting the painting. I quickly grabbed some photos to get some color down. I blurred them so you can actually really see what's going on the original photo. I'm going to use those photos just purely for the color. I want this to be sort of a bluish cave kind of thing with a castle or a gate. I'm not sure at this point yet. I want some epic stairs up to it. And just color picking from the canvas mostly. I'm gonna throw in some textures later on to establish some extra detail. The end result is still gonna be really rough, but the point of this video was not to show off a finished work, because in the end, finishing a work is just, once you have the initial ID going and you're happy with the initial ID, just spending time refine the details. This is just really about the ID, the quick ID generation, and this time I only did 2, but you can do this process as many times as you want. You can make as many silhouettes as you want. You can make as many sketches as you want, and you can refine as many of them as you want. So it's quite time efficient. I think the silhouettes don't really take that long. Maybe a minute each. And the sketches, yeah, you can take a couple of minutes each sketch, but in a couple of hours you can really pump out a bunch of content. The total amount of time I spent on this piece, these 2 pieces, was 1 hour and 20 minutes, I think, from starting with the silhouettes and ending up with a really rough sort of paint sketch, if you want to. Yeah, I don't really know how. It's not really a painting yet. It's a quick sort of setup to start really painting and start detailing. So that was about 1 hour and 20 minutes in total. So now I'm gonna speed up the rest of the painting process, and I'm gonna see you at the end result. So here we are, we're almost done. As you can see, the end results are really rough for both the top one and the bottom one. It's still not in a very good refined state, but this is sort of a good starting point, I think, to continue painting and to continue. Yeah, probably it's probably still some design to be done, but the major parts are down, and from now on it's just a point on continuing and finishing up the piece. So I really hope you liked it. Here's the end result, and if you really want to see more content, please make sure to subscribe and to like this video. I hope you like the new format. I'm gonna try to keep the videos a little bit shorter this way, and to make them a little bit more interesting, and I hope you enjoy that. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.